the types of people that are successful with online course businesses and the types of people that are not. We're going to take a look at both of these coming up right now on the Rise to the Top podcast. And welcome, my friends, to the Rise to the Top podcast. It's your great and good friend, David Sipe McGarland, a.k.a. DSG. This is the podcast where we discuss all kinds of stuff, but you know what we're always discussing? Online courses and the online course world and the online course business model. That's what this podcast is all about. We have all kinds of different things going on here, but today we're going to focus here on a really interesting topic when it comes to online courses. And the reason that I want to discuss this is a few things. Number one is that we are right in the middle, super exciting right now. If you're listening to this in April of 2019, we are right in the middle of our Create Awesome Online Courses 2.0 release, which is the number one proven step-by-step system for turning your expertise and experience into a successful online course and dream business. And all that stuff, all the information can be found about it at createawesomeonlinecourses.com. We've got all kinds of cool links there for you. We've got things like a demo, we've got a presentation, we've got student results, we've got reviews, we've got the enrollment page. You can find out all that kind of cool stuff at createawesomeonlinecourses.com. But as I was developing and redoing, and our team was working on the brand new version of Create Awesome Online Courses 2.0, one of the interesting things that we now have that was very different than many, many years ago is that we have seen over 5,000 people go through the original Create Awesome Online Courses program 1.0, right? And what's interesting as you observe this, and you might be one of them listening to this podcast. I know a lot of students are obviously listening to the podcast, or you might not be a student yet and you're thinking, okay, this is interesting. But here's what's interesting. We have seen a wide variety of types of people have success with online courses. And we've also seen what types of people online courses are definitely not for. So we've seen who is successful, who is not successful. And I wanted to break that down here in this episode to maybe shine some light to see if maybe online courses are right for you, or you fall into this category, or you know what, maybe they're not. So that's totally fine as well. And so the first thing is when it comes to who online courses are for, and we're talking about the business model here of online courses, using these as basically the flagship of your business model, is that we've seen some things not matter at all. Age, race, gender, sex, location, life situation. So all those things have shown not to matter at all when it comes to creating a successful online course. So why? Because we've seen people from all walks of life be successful, from people that are, you know, everything from stay-at-home parents to people doing it as a side hustle to people working a job to people all over the world with different languages and different situations. And it's funny that everyone in this world is really busy. I find very few people that are ambitious, especially, that are saying, you know what, I just have unlimited time, unlimited funds, can do whatever I want, right? Like it's so not true, because everyone's on a limited thing. And what's interesting is that the people that are successful are the ones that make it happen despite of whatever situation there is. I remember we saw something the other day about someone that had to take a break from creating courses, but then came back and did it. They've got 5 kids at home. I mean, you hear every type of crazy story. People dealing with illnesses and problems in their life and family members and issues, just, you know, all those kinds of things. But people either have one or two attitudes with it. They say, you know what, I'm going to succeed because of this, or I'm not going to try because of this, right? And you see both ways with that. But the bottom line here is that we have not seen anything differential between, again, the age and the type of person, et cetera, when it comes to the demographics, right? All over the world as well. But here are usually the types of situations where an online course makes a ton of sense. And by online course, I don't mean just a course. I mean really centering this on a big flagship of your business model. Big flagship of your business model. So the first category are people that are what I would say working with people one-on-one. So maybe you're a coach, a consultant, a freelancer, or maybe you have a service-based business like an agency, right? And you end up with that certain cap on what you can do because you only have so much time. There's only so many hours in a day. In fact, there's 24 of them. There's only so many days in a week. There's 7 of them. You can only have so many clients. And even as you start to leverage up or whatever it might be, that we found that people that work with one-on-one clients that are stressed out and are sick of trading dollars for hours and want more freedom in their business, that online courses are a really successful model for this type of person, because it's the ultimate scalable way to share your knowledge. So if you're coaching, anything that can be taught offline can also be taught online. Anything that can be taught one-on-one can also be taught in a course form, right? So people that do that, we've seen that over time, they either completely move out of doing one-on-one clients or work, or let's just say they love one-on-one clients and they love that kind of stuff. They just do that on top of an online course. You can do it either way. You could say, you know what? I'm done with one-on-one people or whatever it is. I'm moving just to courses. Or you can say, guess what? I want to do both. That's totally fine. So that's kind of category one of types of people that we see. And these categories aren't necessarily in order of any importance. We're just showing you the different ones, different types of people that are successful with online courses. The second category, and this is a really interesting one that we've developed, really seen a big surge in this in the last several years for sure, is that, you're working now. You have a job and you really want to follow that dream and create your own successful business, right? So you're thinking, you know what? I don't want to work for the man or the woman anymore. I want to do my own thing. And you want to do it the right way. You don't want to just, willy-nilly try different things or whatever it is. You want to learn exactly how to do this in the most efficient and amazing way. And that online courses are an incredible business model. Maybe I'll even do a different episode talk about online courses, why it's such an amazing model. And actually, we go over that in the presentation for Create Awesome Online Courses 2.0. You can check that out at createawesomeonlinecourses.com, and you can click on the presentation link and check that out, where we go through why online courses are a dream business model. But maybe you've dreamt about your own freedom-based, impactful business, and you want to make it a reality, and you're ready to put in the hard work. And we've seen people have tons of success with this that are either working a job during the day or the night. Maybe it's a corporate job, maybe it's a non-corporate job, whatever it is, and they're willing to put in the hard work. That's the key thing to success with online courses, regardless of who you are, that you're willing to put in the hard work. And I'll get to some of the things in a minute about who this is not for, but people that just think, you know what, I'm just going to try for 1 hour, and if it doesn't work, blah, 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 right? No. The people that really want to make this happen and have that strong why about why they want to make this happen are successful. So we see a lot of people that, have full-time jobs and are thinking, you know what, this is what I want to do, and this could be my path to freedom from my job and being my own boss, which is awesome. And we have so many cases and examples of people doing that in the Create Awesome Online Courses program, which is awesome. And then you have kind of a third category here, which is the hybrid. So maybe you have a job, but you also are self-employed. So you kind of have maybe you're a freelancer on the side or a coach on the side, or, you do this or that on the side, and maybe you want to go full-time. And you realize that, listen, I need to have the right business model to go full-time. And you say, okay, online courses for me. We've seen this a lot of times. A lot of people that have the side hustle or the side business, and they're able to modify that by having online courses and then saying, okay, I'm able to go full-time now. And this is it. I'm out of here. So we see kind of the hybrid where you're both the job and the full-time. And that's another great type of person, right? The other one is we see people in the expert business and people that are maybe speakers, authors, etc. And they're thinking, you know what? I need to create a steady stream of income for the long term, right? Because if you're an author, and any author will tell you, and I'm an author as well in the past, I had a traditionally published book, also an ebook, is that when it comes to an author, you're not going to be making money from your books. You're just not. Unless you're, Oprah or something like that, books are not going to be the main business model. The books get your ideas out there. They add credibility. They can help build an audience. There's a lot of things that books can do, but books are not the business model. They're just not, right? There's something that you can then leverage into a really strong business model. So we've seen a lot of authors that have a book or are thinking about doing a book, and they're able to leverage that with having a course on the back end to really create a 6- and 7-figure business, right? And so they're able to use the book as kind of an entry point for people that want to learn from them. And then boom, after the book, they're able to be able to promote their course to that audience, or they even promote the course in the book as well. So we see that when it comes to a lot of authors. Also speakers. So speaking's great. One of our good friends, a friend of Create Awesome Online Courses and a student of Create Awesome Online Courses, Mr. David Newman, is a great teacher of speakers, and speaking is a great business model, but it's part of a business model, right? Speaking is something that you can do. Either you get paid for it, so you're getting paid for your time, or you're on stage, and you can have a potential something else that you sell later on. And that something else that you sell later on, a great model is online courses. So we've seen speakers where They say, you know what, speaking's great, but I don't want to just get paid when I'm on stage, or I don't want to just be running around doing free speeches or things like that. I need to have more leverage. And by having a program, an online course, they're able to have more leverage to generate those 6 and 7 figures. So we see a lot of success with speakers as well. And they're looking for that steady stream of income, right? Now, 2 more categories that we see people have success with online courses. One is what I would call the blogger or platform creator, or a word that I don't love, but unfortunately it's become, very common nowadays, is online influencer, whatever it is, or influencer. Okay, it's a weird word. It's a little ridiculous, but whatever it is. What I mean by people in these categories are people that have built an online audience. They built an audience online. Maybe it's on Instagram. Maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe it's on whatever it is, right? And they're thinking to themselves, okay, well, how do I really create a business from this where it's not only making a lot of money and it's great, but also it's impactful and I'm helping people and things like that. And you realize that a lot of people that have built audiences, they don't really know how to monetize really well. They end up either pimping random brands like, hey, check out my socks today. My socks are awesome. Yay, socks, right? And here's the link to the socks. Or they end up doing ads like on YouTube. And the thing is with like YouTube ads, just as an example, you would have to have so many millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views to be making good money with YouTube ads. You really would, because you'd have to have so many to just make it, because YouTube gives you so few cents per view or whatever it is, that if you see those stories, sometimes you see them in the newspaper, like there's the kid who opens toys and he makes a lot of money, right? But those are very, very rare. You have to have a really, really ginormous audience for that to happen. The cool thing about online courses, you don't need a ginormous audience by any means at all to create successful online courses. You need a small niche audience who knows, likes, and trusts you. That's something that we teach in Create Awesome Online Courses, right? But the thing is, if you're an influencer, you've done something really well, you've gotten attention. You have people's attention, regardless of what the platform is. And a very logical business model is to then take your knowledge and turn it into a successful online course. And it's just a no-brainer, because it allows you to control the revenue. It's not about sponsors saying, hey, I'll give you the, $50 to wear my hat or something, right? You're going to be able to control your revenue and have something that you can create for the long term, which is awesome. So whether that's you've got a big blog or a big web show, a big podcaster, a big social media influencer, online courses are an incredible business model for that, right? Now, the final category of people that we see success with are people that have tried launching a course before and maybe it didn't go all that well. And it's the old adage, like sometimes if you try stuff on your own or whatever it is without help, it can end up in a disaster. It's true, because people try to think, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this myself. And they end up running themselves into trouble because they're just guessing what might work, or just searching YouTube or searching Google and taking pieces of different things. And that never works. You end up with what I call the Franken course. And, Franken course is not good for many, many reasons. And so we've had a lot of people that said, you know what, I tried this on my own and it just didn't go all that well, or maybe it went okay, and I want to do it better, and I want to learn exactly what to do step by step. I want to learn exactly what to do step by step. And so those are a lot of people that we see inside of Create Awesome Online Courses as well, because we see people that come in that are like, this didn't go great, and then they're able to tweak it or change it and do it the right way, because also inside of Create Awesome Online Courses, which is pretty cool, not only do we have the step-by-step training, but especially in Create Awesome Online Courses 2.0, there's a lot of opportunities to choose what's best for you based on your personality and your situation. Because something that's a little different in the online course world, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different things. Your situation might be different than your neighbor. So inside the system, we call it's a system, a step-by-step system that's unique as you are. So we're able to make sure that you can focus on the things that are right for you, right? As well as having support of my team and all that kind of stuff as well. So those are the types of people that we see have massive success with online courses within the Create Awesome Online Courses system. And we see them come in there, and it's awesome. And people, what's cool about the program is you get everything at once. So you get all the training, all the bonuses, all the support. So meaning access to the email, our support email, and also the private Facebook community. But people could go whatever pace they want. That's what's cool about Create Awesome Online Courses. You can go as fast as you want. You could go, if you want to take your time, that's great. You can Netflix binge on everything and go whatever you want to do. And we've seen that this fits all the different types of personalities that come into CAOC. Now, who are courses not for? And we've seen this over the years. And what are the types of people where online courses are not for them? Why this business model is not for certain people, okay? So first of all, and this is going to sound like Captain Obvious, but it's so true, people who don't care about helping people, right? So at the end of the day with online courses, you're going to be helping people get results. That's what your course is going to do. We're in the results business. We're not in the information business. We're not in whatever business you want to call it. It's results business. That's what this is all about. We're helping people get results. And when it comes to creating a successful online course, that comes down to two things. One is step-by-step training, and the other is support. So how do you support people, whether it's being able to answer questions or doing office hours or having a private Facebook group and things like that? We teach this all inside the program, but I'm just giving you the overview here. And if you don't really care about helping people get results and you're just going to mail this in and try to move on with your merry life and you don't care and you're not invested in helping customers, you will fail miserably at this and it will not work. So that is very much a type of person it's not for, is people who do not care about helping people. The second category of people that online course is not for are people that are looking for that magic button, overnight success, no work involved BS, right? And this is, you know what, and you might not identify with this, and I hope you don't, but you might know someone that does. And it's the people that jump from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, and they're looking for the latest and greatest thing. Maybe they're selling, lotions this week, and then they're teaching about life skills next week, and then they're doing this or that. It's people that are trying to make money really quickly without putting in the work and the effort, right? And what I do is I show people what I've been doing for years and years and years is showing people how to turn this into a long-term business. It's not a cash grab. Yes, you can make a lot of cash, of course, and revenue. You should have that, right? But it's not a cash grab with overnight, no work involved. You're going to face challenges. You're going to face different things that come up. And people looking for that magic button or just the quote-unquote latest, greatest opportunity, they don't work with online courses because online courses involves genuine work and helping people, right? Which also leads to kind of that last category of people is people who give up easily at the first sign of trouble or challenges, right? And there's that lack of stick-to-itiveness, right? Fun fact, creating successful business takes resiliency, right? So even we've seen this with 5,000 plus students that, of course, people face challenges. They're in our Facebook group. We make sure that we're answering questions and giving feedback. Of course, people have issues that come up. It's, are you able to fight through the challenges? Because we give the blueprint and all the keys to success, but it's about putting in the work and fighting through things, right? So are you going to give up at the first challenge? Are you going to give up at the second challenge? Are you going to give up at the 100th challenge? It's the people that have that strong why that come through and persevere and also are able to focus, right, and accomplish something. And I don't care if you haven't accomplished anything in your life, right? If you could get in there and set your mind to say, listen, this time's going to be different. This isn't going to be the time where I try something for 2 days and I move on. This isn't going to be the time that I give up halfway through. I'm actually going to stick this through to the end. Those are the people that end up having massive success. And I hope you fall into one of those categories of the people that we love working with, we love helping. And it's amazing what we see between jobs quit and dream businesses created and just the general stress and lifestyle changes that we've seen for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And it's just very exciting. And that's what we do in our business. So I want to give you that scope here in the midst of the Create Awesome Online Courses 2.0, the COC 2.0 official release. All those details can be found at createawesomeonlinecourses.com. And if you are not a student, I would highly, highly encourage you to sign up now because you're going to be able to lock in some really, really cool stuff that we're doing here during the launch. And it's a special risk-free offer, which you'll find out all about that at createawesomeonlinecourses.com. All right. Well, that's it for me, my friends, here today on the Rise Up podcast. And reminder, brand new episodes every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central. Go to theriseup.com/subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed up. Get that alert. You can go directly, by the way, to iTunes at theriseup.com/iTunes, and you can subscribe there. Leave a little review if you feel so inclined. I will see you next time. It's been David Sipe McGarland. And remember, if you want some fluff, you know what to do. Go pet a bunny. One.
Hello, my name's Afifa. We're in Daddy's office. Yeah, Daddy's office.
What?
It's so much fun. Really
what did you dress up as today for Purim?
I was Belle.
Yes. And what did you wear when you're Belle?
I don't know.
Well, what kind of dress did you wear?
Belle dress.
Yes. What color was it?
Yellow.
Okay. And so Then, how many, but you know what's funny? Some other little girls in your school dressed up as Belle. How many Bells were there?
3.
I would
Yes.
have thought there would be more Moanas.
And other news this week, how many doggies does Nana now have?
3.
Yes. And she got a new one, and who's the new one?
Jackson.
So who are the 3 dogs now?
Roscoe, Maggie, and Jackson.
Okay, what is Jackson? What kind of dog?
Dachshund.
Is he big or small?
Small.
How small?
This small.
Yeah, he's really small.
little
He's
teeny.
really small, and because he needs to gain weight, which will be no problem at Nana's house.
Nana took me to swimming lessons, and I was really brave. Yeah, really brave. Yeah, really brave.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You
It
see,
was
what
so much fun. Yeah, really fun. Yeah, really fun.
you went to swimming
Yay!
lessons.
I did it. I was so brave.
You were very brave. And what'd you do? What'd you do with your head?
I went underwater.
Did you open
Yeah.
your eyes?
Yes.
I think that's cool to go underwater.
So are you excited to go next week? Can you go
Yes.
to Shallow End again? You're excited?
And there's the big pool and the daddy's office. Yeah, daddy's
All right.
What's the name of the
office.
swimming
You want to
pool
say
that
bye-bye
you
to
have?
everyone?
Bye bye. And then talking.